Responsible Use Policy Summary, MSD of Mt. Vernon, One-to-One Initiative. Notification to eLearning students. The electronic learning device is to be used for educational purposes, innovation, and creativity. Responsible use of the electronic learning device is expected. Students are also required to fully participate with the electronic learning device in all classrooms as directed by their teachers. Students must abide by all school rules as outlined in the Student Handbook and Responsible Technology Use Policy. Students playing games or communicating with others through chatting, emailing, or instant messaging during instructional time will be considered digitally truant from class, which will result in school discipline outlined in this Responsible Technology Use Policy. Students agree to participate in all class activities and assignments as directed by their teachers. Students will bring their electronic learning device to school every day, fully charged and ready for use. Students and their parents agree to be responsible for proper care of the electronic learning device, and that any damage or loss beyond normal wear and tear will result in the following financial liability. Parents will pay up to a $100 deductible to the school district for the device to be repaired or replaced. Habitual or purposeful offenders, as deemed by the principal, may be required to make full restitution for the replacement of the electronic learning device. Students and parents agree that any inappropriate use of the electronic learning device will result in school discipline outlined in this Responsible Technology Use Policy. Students agree that only school-owned networks shall be connected to. Use of home Wi-Fi or public hotspots are not allowed unless approved by building principal. Students and parents agree that MSD of Mt. Vernon personnel may search the school-issued electronic learning device, and at no time should a student expect a right to privacy of materials on the electronic learning device. Students leaving MSD of Mt. Vernon must return the electronic learning device to the school corporation in good working condition. Electronic learning devices will normally stay on school premises on extended weekends, spring break, Christmas break, etc. During the summer, electronic learning devices will be turned in for maintenance and set up for the next school year. Students agree that internet browsing histories will be enabled at all times and shall not be deleted. Students shall not exchange electronic learning devices with other students. Students will keep the electronic learning devices in a well-protected temperature-controlled environment when not in use. Do not leave the electronic learning device in a car. Students will not sync their electronic learning devices with any computer. Student will keep the electronic learning device away from food and drink. Students will clean the screen with approved soft, lint-free cleaning towels. Spray cleaners or liquids should never be used. Students shall set a security passcode on their electronic learning device, and the passcode should only be known by the user. The MSD of Mt. Vernon reserves the right to bypass the security code when necessary. Student will report technical issues to their teacher or school lab managers as soon as practical. Students shall not use personal accounts such as iTunes to load applications. Proper use of wireless projection systems, i.e. Apple TV, is also expected by students. Students agree to use any or all wireless projection systems only when instructed to by their teacher or other school staff. Any misuse of these devices will result in school discipline outlined in this Responsible Technology Use Policy. Student electronic learning devices will be preloaded with key applications. Other applications should not be installed or uninstalled by the student. It is the responsibility of the MSD of Mt. Vernon to install and uninstall applications. If there is an application a student would like installed, the student may discuss the educational merits of the application with the teacher. Once an application is deemed appropriate by the teacher for the classroom, it may be installed. Any violation of MSD of Mt. Vernon Responsible Technology Use Policy may result in sanctions that can include, but are not limited to, loss or limited use of technology privileges, removal from course at the appropriate level, restriction, prohibition from taking future classes at the appropriate level, suspension, expulsion, and expulsion with legal involvement in the court system.